In a move that will shock absolutely no one who's been paying attention, Donald Trump has once again caved to the very elites that he pretends to fight against in his supposed defense of the average American. Donald Trump is handing out massive tariff exemptions to some of the richest tech companies in the world. It includes Apple, Nvidia, and Dell. Smartphones, laptops, semiconductors, flat panel displays are getting spared. And yet the average American will still be stuck paying Donald Trump's blanket tariffs on basically everything else made in China. So this is not America first. This is friends of Trump first. This is the number one currency. And this is the number one sort of barometer used to determine who do we help and who don't we care about. It is not a mystery why Donald Trump is bailing them out. Many of these CEOs, Apple's Tim Apple, really known as Tim Cook, included, showed up at Donald Trump's second inauguration. They donated to his inaugural fund. Some of them hosted these inaugural balls. These are not passive bystanders, is the point. It is not, oh, Trump just did a very objective evaluation. Where is it that I should exempt from tariffs? No, it happens to be directly linked to some of the folks that are showing up and supporting Donald Trump. They are active participants in the Trump economy, and it is an economy where loyalty is what is rewarded with access and with exemptions. It's not free market capitalism. This is a protection racket with better branding. And in Donald Trump's America, working people always carry the cost and the billionaires get the waivers. Now, here is Trump, former, current, who the hell knows? This is Trump propagandist Peter Navarro. At one point, he was an economic advisor, had to do a little jail time, happens to a lot of these Trump advisors. Now he's doing the TV rounds. I don't even know if he officially works for Trump. It doesn't matter. But total confusion as to what it is that is going on here. Listen to this.
There's three kinds. There's the high-end chips, which is the AI future. Okay, we've got to get control of that. And then there's everything else that fuels our autos and on down.
Fair enough. I hear what you're saying on investigation, but there is currently an exclusion for some of those products.
You want to call it an exclusion, potatoes.
No, it's not.
What it is.
The White House called it an exclusion.
Well, but let's say, let's just. Here's, I think, another thing that's really important.
Yeah. Let me quickly change the subject, since it's very clear that I'm not going to goad you into a semantic game about an exclusion versus an exception.
People talk about the chaos or lack of strategy, whatever. Yeah. You just go back to day one. I was there when the president signed it. It was the second to last order he signed. It was in the Oval that night.
Okay, and then also clarifying here, he is a trade advisor to the White House. Okay.
And it was the America First trade policy, which laid out every single thing we're doing. And it would be remiss for anybody in the media not to review that carefully and see that there's rhyme to our reason and rhythm to what we're doing.
Yeah, but now the administration
There's rhyme to a reason and rhythm to what we're doing. Word salad aside, okay? You might be confused. What is going on? Are they exceptions? Are they exemptions? There is a deeper pattern here. Throughout history, authoritarians love to talk like populists, but govern like oligarchs. They build loyalty through spectacle. I know how China's hurting us, and I'm going to fix it. And we're going to do tariffs, and we're going to have flags, and we'll do rallies that last 2 hours. And then you do backroom deals for the inner circle. That is a tale as old as relatively modern government itself. You claim moral clarity on trade. I know who's suffering. I'm going to fix it. It's going to be for the average person. You then look at punishing your enemies with tariffs to look strong. That starts to hurt the average person that you said would benefit from your policies. And then you reward your allies with the carve-outs, and you spin the entire thing as, I'm so strong. These are bullet points as old as authoritarianism, and Trump loves to pretend that he's tough on everybody, but the truth is that he's very selective about who gets hurt. Working class voters are told that the economic pain is going to be patriotic. There's going to be some short-term pain for some long-term gain that, of course, doesn't even theoretically materialize. But then while they are told you are patriotically going to suffer, look at what happens with the allies and cronies of Donald Trump. When the pain hits Apple's bottom line, suddenly we need exemptions for the good of the country, for the good of the average person. It's so that you don't have a $3,300 iPhone. This is political theater. It is not trade policy. The only real principle is don't anger my biggest donors. The people will bleed for the country, but the country always means the wealthiest and the most connected are the ones that will be protected from any of that bleeding. And so what's coming into focus here is that the trade war was never about principles. It was about power. And we know that in Donald Trump's world, power belongs to those who show up, write the check, smile for the photo op, have a well-done steak at Mar-a-Lago with ketchup, and then never question anything else that Donald Trump does. That's what we're seeing. And meanwhile, all of these sort of manipulations are meant to stop the market collapse, which you've got to give Trump credit for. We're still way down from when this all started, but there have been a few trading days over the last 3 or 4. As I'm recording, the Dow is up another 300 points. The goal here, we knew eventually, listen, when Dave Portnoy from Barstool Sports started saying, I can't lose, I'm a Trump supporter, but I can't lose 3% out of my stock account every single day. When that started, we knew that Trump was going to have to back off of some of this. And he is. We will see how far it goes. But we knew eventually who was going to get saved. And it's exactly the tech people that Trump is saving right now. Let's take a very quick break. We'll be back right after this. After researching, writing, refining, The Echo Machine, my book, is finally out. This is not just a book about how American politics got so broken. It's also about what's happening right now and what we can still do to stop things from getting worse. Trump's been back in power. The results have been even more catastrophic than many feared, with targeting of political opponents and gutting democratic institutions, laying the groundwork to even further consolidate power. But the thing is that none of this is inevitable. The same forces that brought us here can be countered if we understand how they work and what to do about them. And that's what the Echo Machine is all about. Some say that without corporate media backing, books like this can't succeed. I think we can prove them wrong. You can get the Echo Machine right now at davidpakman.com/echo on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Audible, Kindle, or by calling any local bookstore and asking them to order it. This book is more important than ever. If you care about what happens next, and I do, check out the Echo Machine today at davidpakman.com/echo.